Hey everybody, Ann here. I'm sitting in the van in the shade because it's too darn hot up on that porch and way too hot in the tiny house. So Betty and I are kind of chilling out here until the sun shifts this way, and then we'll move to the to the porch or wherever else it's shady. But I've been doing a few things around the little homestead, and I wanted to just show you what I've been up to. Decided to do some pickling, so I made some pickled eggs, and this time I used just plain white vinegar, and I put some of the herbs from my garden, some thyme, some basil, oregano, a little bit of rosemary, and some turmeric in there, and they're going to be delicious. I made my mom and dad some with the white vinegar instead of the apple cider vinegar, and they said that they thought it was just really delicious. This here might be kind of hard to see. That is, I had made some sauerkraut, and I decided to, well, I kind of canned up the sauerkraut, and in the juices, I decided to pickle some more vegetables. So in here, there's broccoli, there's cauliflower, carrots, red, green, yellow, sweet peppers, and I mixed in some of the sauerkraut with that too, so I don't know what you call that, but it's going to be delicious. In fact, I already know that it is because I've tasted it. So I just made a little jar of that. I've still got like a big, huge jar inside. This, Mr. Lucas had given me 3 squash plants, and one of them was one of those yellow summer squash. So I just kind of chopped it up. This one I did in strips. I kind of regret doing that because I think they'll fall apart. But I used some of the pickling juice that I used for the eggs and just poured that over them. And I'm going to let them pickle, and I've had pickled zucchini before and it's really good. So, and I add some of my garden herbs in that too. And this one is kind of a mixture of all 3. It has some of the sauerkraut fermented vegetables in it, and then I added some more summer squash, and I added the rest of the pickling juice, and so it's got just a little bit of sauerkraut juice in there too. So, you know what? I think I'm gonna probably put these all in the refrigerator. It's gonna take a while for those to pickle, and I don't want these to ferment anymore. So, yeah, it looks kind of pretty. I wish there was better light right here. Let's see if I do this. Does that make it better? Can you see it any better? I think so. It's all gonna be delicious. I've already tasted these, and they're really, really good. So I think these other 2 are going to be good too. And I'm not going to can these. I'm just going to keep them refrigerated in my little refrigerator until I'm ready to eat them. I just started those last night, got a wild hair up, and I thought I'm going to pickle me some eggs. And so I'm not going to even try those until tomorrow morning, because really you want to give it at least 48 hours. I usually let mine go for a couple weeks, but it's going to be really hard this time because I know they're going to be delicious. So that's one thing I've been up to. Here's a photo I took. It shows them a little bit better. Very pretty. I also decided to put the dog run back up. Remember how I had it before? I reattached it to the house, and this is not ideal with it going over the van, but I can't move the van right now. So, and remember how Betty had bent that hook over? Well, I was able to get it bent back up and turned around, and I wasn't really confident that it would hold it well enough, so I went ahead and wrapped it around the tree. So the hook is basically just there to keep it from sliding down. And, you know, I mean, it works okay. It works great, actually. It restricts her from whipping through the plants. She still can get in and underneath the tiny house, which is okay. There's this one little shaded area she likes to go chill out in, and I'm okay with that. But it doesn't give her quite as much freedom. I went ahead and put the little kiddie pool over a tarp so that it wouldn't be quite as muddy, but as you can see, the water is still pretty muddy. So, yeah, oops, sorry, sweet pea. What are you doing? What are you doing? And this harness is working great for her. It's just a teeny bit big, but I've got it tightened up as good as it can go. I'm constantly having to wash it off because she likes to roll in the mud. What are you doing, girlfriend? Ha! Can't get me. Can't get me. I don't know if you can see on her fur, but when she went into that little area over there by the little river, she got wrapped up in some nettles, some stickers and whatnot, and it just kind of pulled all the way from her head down to the body, you know, to her backside. Doesn't seem to bother her, but it concerns me a little bit, so I've been watching her skin really well every single day to make sure nothing gets infected and whatnot. So yeah, this is a safer option for her all around. I think it's going to give you peace of mind. She's not going to get over into that area where there's lots of mushrooms. It does restrict her movement quite a bit more, but that's okay. I've been taking her out on the lead, and I take her for nice long walks, so she gets plenty of exercise. And she doesn't seem too bothered by this. Whoa, whoa, gotta be careful she doesn't wrap me up. Goodness. And this happens a lot less too with her wrapping me up. Oh, whoop, whoop, go. She's so goofy. Mr. Lucas Head came over and mowed my complete area, my lawn front and back, and he didn't even tell me or ask me, he just showed up. I did go and get him a 12-pack of his favorite beer, but I decided that I needed to take a look at some of the spots, the problem areas on my property, and oh my goodness, that's Judy in the background, and I just needed to get them kind of weed whacked down if I could. And now I have to show you some cool things that I just got in the mail. Not my post office box. These are from my wish list, or a couple of them were. This first bag, I've opened them. I'm sorry, I had to tear into them. This bag, it comes in a nice little Ziploc bag. Came from Cat, aka Harley Storm. And it is a big bag full of dog toys. I've already taken one out, a little rope toy. I couldn't wait, and Judy just wanted to play with it so bad. Whole bunch of different rope toys. Here's another one shaped like a carrot. A rope toy with a tug thing on the end. Another rope toy, and she loves these rope toys. Another one with different kind of rope on it. Oh, I like this one too. Look at this ball. She lost her other rope thingy that I had that was all tore up. I think she got it in the stream, and it's probably sunk down into the mud. So these are going to be great. I'm going to keep her out of that area. Here's another one with a ball on it. And here's a bigger one with a ball on it. And here is a donut. And here's a ball. Love this. This is going to be great. She loves to go after balls. And last but definitely not least, yes, a disc. So I'm going to spend hours and hours playing with her with those things that are proper to play with, so she won't be shredding up, you know, the cardboard and tarps and stuff like that. So thank you so much, Kat, Harley Storm. I love it. Judy loves it. So thank you so very much. All right, I got another thing. Let me see if I can pull it over here. This next box all came from Kathy, initial D. I don't have her permission to give her full name, so I'll just say Kathy D. And this is what she sent. This was on my wish list, actually. Little mini ice cube trays for my little mini refrigerator. This is going to be great. I've only got that one teeny tiny one, and these are going to fit in there just perfect. So I'm going to fill these up with water, and I'm going to have some more ice cubes. And she also sent, look at this. Look at this. another chew toy. It's like a rubber bone. It's not those nasty, you know, rawhide ones that come out of China or wherever. She's going to love this. It's a wishbone, and it's for dogs under 60 pounds, which my girl is. So thank you so much, Kathy. And this next one, I didn't even order. I didn't even put the doggy bone thing on my wish list, so I'm not exactly sure how they're adding them on and sending them to me, but it's working however you're doing it. This next one was a huge surprise, and I absolutely love this stuff. Wild caught pink salmon. It is skinless and boneless, and oh, they come in pouches, which is great because I won't have the cans to have to get rid of. And one thing I love, love, love to make is salmon patties. And you know what? I've got a couple jumbo jalapeno peppers that are getting ready to be harvested, and I like to chop up jalapeno peppers and put them in my salmon patties, so I'm going to make some of that tonight for dinner. And I've got a video of me making them a few videos back in my cooking section, so thank you so much, Kathy. That was so thoughtful. Did I talk about, I don't think I had this on my wish list, did I? And how did you know that I like pink salmon? I love it. I love it. Anyway, thank you so much. Well, what else am I going to do today? I have to go restring my little garden cutter thing. It is a very light duty trimmer, and it doesn't do half the job that it needs to do, and it runs out of battery time. I didn't even get the whole areas cleared that I wanted to get cleared, so I'm going to have to recharge it, restring it, and try it again probably tomorrow. This just goes to show you, if you buy cheap equipment, you're going to, you know, win stupid prizes, that sort of a thing. But, you know, I can hold it, I can carry it. Some of those bigger industrial, you know, kind of trimmers, I think they'd be too heavy for me, and I would not really be able to use them. So I'm just going to muddle through this with this one. I found one thing too, a lot of the bigger pieces that I need to try and cut, it's just going to be easier for me to take my machete and just hack those down with the machete. I kind of like doing it, to be honest with you. So maybe I'll get that worked on after it cools off a little bit later on today. Anyway, I think this video's gotten long enough, so thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit the bell, and y'all have a good one.